Good morning once again. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about readers, choosing readers for your ceremony. Now, it's an extremely personal thing, but what I always say to my couples is that it's a way to include people that perhaps on the periphery of your wedding party. It could be your close relatives, it could be mothers perhaps that don't have an individual role to play, that they might like to be included. It could be a family member or friends. And what they read is entirely up to you. So you could choose something, or you could ask them to choose and it be a surprise. Most recently, I've had a couple which have been really, really lovely. One where it was the bridesmaid and best friend of the bride who was in contact with me before the ceremony. She actually chose a passage to read, but also wrote a poem entirely dedicated to them. The other ones I've had are where somebody has taken a poem that's already written and made it their own with slight amendments and things, which is lovely. The other one I'm doing at the moment is the sister of the bride, and she actually feels quite anxious about the possibility, but in chatting to me we've been able to work it through, and there's lots of strategies that I can use if you're feeling nervous or your reader is feeling nervous to help guide them along the way. So it's never a problem, but can add a really special and unique touch into the ceremony. Now, people ask me how many readings, and really it's entirely up to you. You know, this is a bespoke ceremony, so at the end of the day it's written for you, and you can include as many as you like. Often people are anxious that the ceremony isn't too long, because they don't want people bored, but I think one of the things about the ceremonies that I write is that they are quite interactive. It's storytelling at the end of the day, so hopefully your guests will be engaged with the proceedings and go away with a mix of emotions and hopefully really happy with what they've heard anyway. But now if you put into Google wedding readings, there are probably innumerable options. I, on my blog, have tried to choose some and put them into categories. So you have funny readings, spiritual readings, alternative readings, all types of readings for you to have a look at. They're just suggestions and kind of guidance, really, guidance along the way. I've had couples who have obviously turned away from a religious ceremony. They don't want a religious ceremony, but they want to try and make sure their relatives feel that their religious beliefs are being acknowledged, if you like. So we can include religious readings. That is the benefit of having an independent celebrant like myself, that we can create something that's totally unique and can include any or all elements, cultural elements, where you're mixing cultures together, religious elements, anything goes, anything goes. And it's the relationship that we form, the discussions that we have, that help me to bring that ceremony to life and create something special for you. Today I'm writing Lee and Josie's love story, which is really lovely, and I'm coming across some really nice ideas. So what I'm doing in the process of writing, lots of things come to my mind as I'm writing, and I ping those things to the WhatsApp group. Things that I might see, things that I might write, and ping them across so that they can have a look and tell me interactively as I'm writing whether those are things they like or dislike. In their case, it is going to be a ceremony which includes some Spanish elements, because Josie's family is Spanish, and therefore we have some